Hello, Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Libras, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, if you have been with us for quite some time, we used to start out with questions, or we would have questions somewhere in the mix, right? To keep people focused. Focus, focus, focus. We're in the full moon phase, right? So, Mercury, the communication and messenger planet, is currently pre-shadow retrograde, and it's going to go retrograde. If you're watching this video on the 16th of November, it's going to go retrograde in about 9 days, right? So let me give you some questions that may help you to stay focused on just moving ahead. The moon will be moving from Taurus into Gemini, right? So Gemini is a sign that's all about loving to learn, increasing knowledge, it just kind of sort of flipping that switch and learning how to learn, loving knowledge, right? Learning, right? It's like a tongue twister, right? But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get right into the questions. First question is, do you feel there's an area in your life that's in need of radical change, like work, relationships, well-being, your home life? Second question is, what is getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then last but not least is, who are the 5 people you can get in touch with who could help you on your journey? Who are the 5 people you can get in touch with who could help you on your journey? So if you don't know 5 people, it could be 5 books you've read or reading, or it could be podcasts that you're watching, anything that you could be thinking about, like you want to replace any thing that you're trying to leave behind. You're trying to replace it with something new, some new knowledge, right? Some new knowledge. So maybe you're learning how to invest, or learning how to start a clothing brand, or get into fashion or something like that, right? So maybe if you don't know anybody who is in it, maybe you can start reading books or online classes or something like that. So that's kind of the energy around it. So let's get into it. Libras. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Since you all are ruled by Venus, and you already have a lot of things coming to you, you want to be able to make sure what you have coming to you is not vain, vengeful, green with envy energies. What you want coming to you is exactly what you spoke into existence, what you put out into the universe, coming back to you. So there it is. The Fool card came out. So this is where somebody is really feeling changed, liberated, and free. Matter of fact, this planet Uranus is currently retrograde. So this is where you're saying, okay, remember, retrograde planets don't move backwards. They don't move at a slower pace. So Source is saying you're learning how to leave behind distractions, right? So, and now at this point, you know what the distractions are. See this little dog right here? This little dog would symbolize like security and protection. Even if it's a small dog, they bark a lot. A lot of them bark a lot. So somebody's just learning how to leave behind any spaces where you don't feel protected and you don't feel secure. Any conversations, anything. People, places, and things where you don't feel protected and you don't feel secure, right? So you can stay focused. Here we have the King of Wands here. Here we have the Moon card. Here we have the Chariot card. Here we have the Four of Swords and the Hermit card. Yep. Here we have the King of Wands. So yeah, you've learned at this point to sit on your throne and just send out good energy to energies who are people, places, and things, where you may be at a crossroad, right? This is the Chariot card. If you're kind of feeling like you're at a crossroad, with as far as people are from your past, or people are from your past is maybe kept in the dark about some things, and they're around certain types of energies where they may have been delusional, and they still they didn't believe what you were trying to tell them, and they're still there. And now all of a sudden the because this is the polarity sign to this, right? Now all of a sudden, people are starting to learn, like, oh my God, Libra was right. Libra was right. Libra was very fair-minded. Libra was this. Libra was right about whatever. But you had to move on. Source is saying, but you're sending out good energy into the universe on their behalf is actually going to help them and help you as well. Help you to rest better. It's going to help you to rest better. This is the I believe sign, and this is the polarity sign to this right here. So this is Pisces and Virgo. So this is where your belief about something, you may have communicated that belief about something before you moved on, before you left behind some kind of a circus. So that could have been like, you can have been on a job where you said, hey, I believe, things are not going to go well, within, you may have predicted something, right? You may have said, okay, within, I believe something, right? I believe such and such and such and such. And people were like, oh, that just doesn't, that doesn't make any sense. And voila, there it is, right? So people didn't believe you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you were being fair. You were being fair-minded about a lot of things. But again, so some people, looks like three energies were keeping some people like to keep people in the dark about some things. And people didn't want to believe anything. But now, all of a sudden, whoever these three energies are, you're now learning how that you leaving behind a circus, you leaving behind something. But so yeah, somebody's learning how to listen to your intuition. Like take a trip through the houses in your birth chart, right? Here we have the Eight of Swords, and take the blindfolds off, especially when you're around shade, a lot of shade. See all these shady trees? Yeah. So there's a lot of conversation, a lot of negative conversation going on about energies. That's just creating a distraction. Air signs are thinkers. Air signs are thinkers. So if your mind is filled up with certain targeted energies, oh, that energy, they were horrible employee, you could never trust them. You sitting there listening to all of that. So it's like, no, okay. You believe there's a distraction being created for a reason. That's what the fire here was for, like some kind of something is going on. There's a distraction being created for a reason. So anyway, so source is saying your beliefs were right. Here's the King of Cups here. Kind of shark energy. Your beliefs was right. So you can move on from your head and heart are no longer at war with each other because something is now coming to light. But yeah, so keep your vibrations high. Continue sending out good energy into the universe, both in your you're talking about the lower chakras, like in the sacral and how you feel. You want to make sure your water is flushed out, so you're emotionally at the top of your, like, emotionally mature, and also you're motivated. You keep your motivation going, so you don't want to get spiritually dehydrated. Right, here we have the Four of Wands here. Here we have the Queen of Wands. So you're just sitting on your throne, carefully vetting your thoughts. Here we have the Temperance card, and just seeing things trying to see things from a higher frequency. All right, just trying to see things from a higher frequency. Trying to just gain some kind of understanding of, things at a higher frequency. Here's the Dame of Pentacles here. All right, Dame of Pentacles here. Because somebody's been walking around with blindfolds on, listening to all this negativity going on around you, but it was really just a distraction. Right, here we have the Ten of Cups here. Right, so the source is moving you on to more sacred bonds. Here's the Ten of Cups. And this is like, just kind of like being around more, like I said, just more sacred bonds for you. Cell phones put away. You even see healthy fats on the table. You see avocado on the table. Like there's healthier fats. Like just a different lifestyle for somebody. Totally different lifestyle for somebody. Where even the foods that you're ingesting are just healthier. Which again goes to this dog right here, feeling more secure and more protected in the environment that you're in, versus being around, energies that keep you in the dark about things. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you read like the label on certain foods and it'll say like, what is it? Like artificial flavoring or something. Like okay, you thought it was, you thought it was the actual flavor, but it says when you turn it over, artificial flavoring. So you're like, okay, I thought this was the actual flavoring. Okay, I guess I didn't. Right. So again, keeping somebody in the dark about things. Right. So anyway, so here we have the King of Swords. So yeah. Here's the Page of Swords. So definitely, whatever anxiety you may have been having about some things, you know, from the past, it's all coming to light. It's all coming to light. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Something was being, you know, kind of sort of used as a like charity. So sources and just, you know, depression is the Four of Cups is kind of like speaking kind of like just to maybe like depression, or feeling like back is against the wall, or whatever the case may be, but and feeling like, you know, David and Goliath situation here, like a bait and switch or something. But here we have the Four of Wands. 4 and 5 of Wands will be the Nine of Wands. Something you've decided not to go back to in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Whatever it is, you decided to not go back to something in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So, yeah. I'm seeing structure and authority here. And I do see you, definitely see you kind of, prayer warrior has come out of something for you. Something in terms of prayer warrior has come out. And so this is the World card. Saturn is no longer retrograde. And where you are now is just kind of, you definitely, like I said, prayer warrior, you know, now. And I feel like now with all this air here, somebody now knows what they have in common, you know, with someone, you know, versus before it started out with just like this kind of competing, comparison, whatever kind of stuff that somebody could have been trying to pitch you against somebody. But now that you're on the other side of something, now you're saying, oh, wow, you know, your eyes are kind of like wide open to some things. So that's where your breakthrough is coming in. So Ace of Swords is kind of, Ace of Swords is motive. Like what was the reason? Like what was the reason for all of whatever? What was the reason for everything? Right? That's a great question to ask Source. Great question to ask Source. Great question to ask Source. What was the reason? What was the motive? What was the reason? What was the reason? All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. Libras. Let's go. So solar plexus chakra cleanse. Listen to your intuition and follow your heart. Everybody has their own star to follow. We said that the sun right here is a star. We have this moon right here. We have stars around here. But as the portal is opening wider and wider and wider, a lot more downloads are coming through. So I see you replacing, you know, a lot of things, because like I said, Ace of Swords is like the new beginning, the new beginning of something, right? Beginning of something. Yeah, new beginning of something. So let's see what else we got. But yeah, you want to listen to your definitely want to listen to your intuition. Definitely want to listen to your intuition. Pay attention. Pay attention. So your mind is very clear now. Your mind is crystal clear. Breakthroughs, new ideas, clarity, mental clarity. So if you had on blindfolds before, you are very, very clear. And so this is like a new beginning for somebody. So that's what Source is saying. It's time to fill your mind up with something new. It's time to fill your mind up with something new. Stay focused. It's time to fill your mind up with something new. Get in prayer warrior mode. It's time to fill your mind up with something new. Get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. Some energies plan to disrupt your money backfire, but I'm looking at, you have the gift of clairaudience, and that's also clear hearing, clear listening. You hear what people say, but you also hear what they're not saying. Also hear what they're not saying. Make a list of pros and cons, but you're healing from the pain that some energies caused you. And so do the mirror work. It's time for you to take the blindfolds off and do the mirror work. Come out of your own depression. So, start the process of whatever that means for you. That could mean therapy. When I'm saying these things, not to offend anybody. Whatever your method is, that could be hugging a tree. It could be, traditional. It could be non-traditional. But whatever it is that somebody needs to get to more sacred spaces where they're just not wanting to just be accepted and approved just by anything. Just because, So here we have message from your ancestors. Document your dreams day and night. You are protected in love. Drink more water as a form of self-care. Drink more water as a form of self-care. Drink some more water as a form of self-care. All right. So yeah, I do see you on your throne. I do see somebody at the Nine of Wands, just kind of like not wanting to go back toward, into a particular, even talking about certain things, anymore. But I see you nourishing your temple, right? 3 and 8 is 11. 11 is a master number. Certain things I don't even see you want even to talk about anymore, because something has been, like I said, just very painful. Maybe, like I said, has put you or somebody that you know in a David and Goliath situation. And the situation is just, you be questioning motive. Why? Just why? Focus. I'm devoted to a clear mind. I take action towards my highest goals daily. I am confident in my abilities. I release distraction. I get the important things done. I am organized. I'm in control of my thoughts. Right? I'm in control of my thoughts. All right. Oh, okay. Cards acting crazy. Cards are out of control. Yep, so your commitment is being tested. Whatever it is new you've been trying to learn, Source is saying do not compete with something you have chosen to leave behind. Don't compete with that. So if you've decided to leave behind whatever, job, friends, whoever, past, whatever, don't let that, collide with what something new you're trying to learn. Stay focused. Stay focused, and stay focused. That is what I have for you, Libras. Hopefully those questions have been helpful as the moon moves from Taurus into Gemini. Right, number 4. I am stable, right? So you bring stability and rationality to any situation. You are the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague, right? So number 4. All right, that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.